Buffering. All right, sorry about that. Now, welcome to this week's edition of Carolina Hurricanes lose a road playoff game. What reasoning and excuses will I have for this one? Would it be that Shesterkin really did a great job standing on his head, making really good saves when he had to, and then the rest of the time Carolina shot right at his chest? Yes, that did happen. Will it be Carolina's power play continues to be the worst power play in the playoffs? Yes, yes, that also was true for this game. Was their penalty kill good? Yeah, I'll give him that. Was it a usual great defensive defenseman? I think for the second time this playoffs, really not having a good game in Brett Pesce. Yeah, Brett Pesce did not have a good game tonight. Or not tonight, the night I watched this. I'm going to be watching game 5 after recording this one. The commitment I have for you guys to not watch the games all the time when they air, but go back and watch them to catch up and everything, unparalleled. If I could commit that to watching the games the night they air, yeah. But when I got to get up early in the morning and I'm just dead tired every night, here we are. But anyway, yeah, like this game, it's the usual thing. Like they're not lifting sticks in front of the net. The Shesterkin makes amazing saves, but I mean, honestly, the whole thing with goaltending can go back a long time. Like down to since Tampa Bay. Like in games, the goalie stands on their heads against Carolina. It's gone back to even Vasilevsky, which I don't think that's an excuse at this point. You got to find a way to score against elite players if you're a great playoff team. You got to, and Carolina has still not found a way to do that on the road, even at home. I mean, at home they won close scoring games. They kind of stole game 1 away from the hang on, my computer's like acting up here with Discord and Teams deciding to activate for no reason. So sorry about that. I'm experiencing technical difficulties, but I'm gonna roll live because I got another game to watch after this. So in the words of the great Bill O'Reilly, we'll do it live. Fuck it. Um, yeah, because Shesterkin, like Vasilevsky, is a better goalie than Igor. There we go. All right, we're back. So now I can actually see my face in recording the video. So yeah, sorry about that. That's gonna be look great on me. But you know what? Am I gonna keep it in? Yeah, why not? That's gonna go. Oh my god, Discord. Oh my god, this fucking technical difficulties on this thing. The things I do to get these videos up that aren't that difficult, but I choose to deal with while doing it. So yeah, Carolina, they gotta find a way to score an elite goaltenders on the road. Even now, they're not. Game 2 was a 2-1 win. Game 2, I'm trying to remember game 2. I don't remember it as well because I didn't go to that game, so the score didn't stand out in my head. But I think even that was like 3-1 or something. They got to do better on the scoring on elite goalies, and I get that they're elite goalies, and that's what makes them elite. But for Carolina, because here's what's frustrating: Svechnikov, Aho, Teravainen, Slavin, hell, even Trocheck, Natchez, that Jordan Stahl line, which has just been phenomenal. A lot of the flaws in this game is just frustrating because this team can potentially go on a huge cup run. And in this game especially, they've regressed. You want to be getting better as the playoffs go on. This is the first game I felt Carolina regressed. I felt like, all right, game 3, they still lost. However, they were arguably the better team in this playoff series. Just keep it going. And tonight they regressed and they found a way to lose on the road again. They weren't even in this game. And we can get into things like the Truba hit. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I hate the instigator penalty. I think it's one of the worst rules in sports for exactly this reason. I get that Truba's hit was debatably not a penalty. However, I do think whether or not it's a penalty or not, he took a hit and it ended up the head was definitely the main point of contact, which I get full speed game. Max Domi was falling. But another player who was the main point of contact on our Truba hit, Sidney Crosby. So Trouba has shown that he does not care about the people he's playing with when he delivers a hit, which you know what? Fine. However, he should be able to answer the bell and just be 5 minutes for fighting after that. Because if you're taking runs at guys' heads, whether it's legal or not, you should have to step up without it being and it just being coincidental penalties and a wash. I get that's not the rule. I'm not blaming the refs for calling it that way. The way the refs called it made sense. As much as I hate saying it, it does. But the instigator penalty, this shows the flaw in the instigator penalty because it's a player with a reputation now in this playoffs to not care about guys' heads, hitting a guy with the main point of contact being a head. Now, was it because Max Domi was falling? Probably, but I don't think Carolina should have to just give him the leeway. Huge props to Steven Lorenz for taking on a fight he probably couldn't win. I like to see Tony D'Angelo really giving him a tap on the shin pads for stepping up in that fight. And Steven Lorenz, I really love the way he plays. He brings that energy. I hope he's not taken out in the lineup when Martinook returns because I think Natchez really should be the one to go. Every game Natchez has played, he's been invisible. Tonight he did some good things, but I mean, it's just he's not there right now. This season has just not been there for him. So I think if you're going to take a guy out, it should be Natchez because I don't think Natchez has really done anything in the playoffs at all, quite frankly. And I hate saying it. When Natchez is going, he's super fun. He's like a less good version of McDavid, and I'm not knocking him for saying he's like a less good version of McDavid, but right now he's not playing to his potential. And I think when you have a guy who's not playing to his potential on a game where Carolina did a lot of their usual mistakes that they've been making every road game this playoff series, it should fall on the guy who really has been showing to not live up to their potential and their skill level. I think you could say the same thing about Trocheck. However, I don't think Trocheck's been as bad. I think round one he was better than he's been in round two. But yeah, I mean it's it's the same reasons. And I think that's the annoying part. I get that it's a hockey team and that's what they struggle with as a team, but you're an elite team. You should be able to fix those mistakes because if you do, you're a legit threat to win the cup. They need to get that through their heads. If they're able to lift up sticks, have rebounds. I mean, the first one, fine, but when it happens twice is because a guy's not on his man picking up a stick, either off a back check or in front of the net. When it happens twice and you're down 2-0 in the whole playoff run where a lot of goals have gone in because you're not picking up your guy in front of the net and not picking up sticks, that's a problem because like they're right there. And then and then the other thing they need to figure out is when they're playing an elite goalie, because they were able to play on Olmark. No disrespect to Olmark, he's not just Shesterkin and Vasilevsky. They were able to score 5 goals a night on home ice. It's just they need to tweak things in their games. They need to really look at, I would say, analytics and shoot for where Shesterkin struggles to make saves the most. And I get it. Shesterkin's a contender for the Hart. Is he gonna win? Probably not. Austin Matthews, I think, deserves to win this year. I mean, I didn't watch a lot of the end of the regular season of hockey, but I would say it should probably go to Austin Matthews, but that's a conversation for end of the year and everything because right now it's playoff hockey. But yeah, that's it for this one. A lot of the same. Hurricane of the game. I'm trying to think. I had someone in mind, and now I'm drawing a blank right when I was about to name him. Was gonna say probably Jesper Foss, but you know what? Because he hasn't gotten a lot of love this playoffs, only joined in Game 7. I got to give it to. I got to give it to, and I'm drawing about Jesper Foss. Like I thought Jesper Foss really hustled, made things happen. I could have maybe given it to Aho for his move at the on the boards and everything, but I think one really good play doesn't negate the invisibility of the rest of the game. So I think Aho had a good night, but not Aho level good night. So that's why I'm going to give it to Jesper Foss. But really, this is kind of one of those games where not really anyone truly deserved Hurricane of the game. I get, they're NHLers and I'm a YouTube guy, so my award isn't that prestigious, but the sentiment still applies. So yeah, thank you. And hopefully in about 2 hours, I'm in a lot better mood about a hockey game. So